We need to go ahead and address the breaking news in football, the chaos that is currently happening in football conversations. Earlier this season, Mel Kiper was on a podcast called First Draft and said this about Cover 2.
That should be outlawed.
Two high safeties? You don't like that? Yeah.
When you go to games, I've been there a ton of Raven games.
Yeah.
And it was years ago when this all started. And I'm sitting there, and Lauren was with me. I said, "What are these guys doing at?" They're like 30 yards
out in the back.
Yeah. I go, "Where are they? They're out in outer space somewhere." How you gonna throw a ball down the field?
Yeah,
so,
you can't.
Again, I would say we say where you have to line up. I would put a rule in place that brings those safeties up closer to the line of scrimmage. I would outlaw that. Because that is ruining the game. The things we saw back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, we're not going to see now. The routes that we were working on then, you can't run because you got that going on. That should be outlawed.
Now, obviously, the amount of times that the ball was thrown in the 60s, 70s, 80s versus now, and the offense, and, there's so many different question marks to go into it. And obviously, as soon as Greeny runs out on Get Up this morning and then brings Mel on to chit-chat about it a little bit more, the entire world erupts. Some people, haven't even got a chance to publicly say how they feel. Let's go to all-pro safety for the Los Angeles Chargers, Derwin James, who was told of the news today while he was in the building.
Bro, they talking about they're going to ban Cover 2, Shell House. Man, how we going to be able to play?
Okay, so how are we going to be able to play is his immediate reaction of learning about it. Then you talk about everybody that's ever played football saying this is one of the dumbest things that has ever happened. Tony Dungy, one of the people that is obviously one of the founders of the Cover 2 with the Tampa 2, and he said it was founded in the Pittsburgh Steelers in 1973. This is just a part of football. You have 11 guys, you're going to play defense. This is how it So we didn't want to judge anything. Journalistic standards?
Sure.
Let's go right to the source to see if there, new information has been presented. Do you change your view on Cover 2?
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us, we're very thankful for this. Obviously, this is short notice. Turn around quickly. Mel Kiper.
Yeah, Mel.
Mel, have you changed your opinion on this after the overwhelming cry of dumbest take in the history of football? Have you changed your take on any of this, Mel? And thank you for joining us, obviously.
Yeah, you bet, Pat. No problem joining you guys. I don't know, you know me pretty well. You think I've changed my take on this? You got all these dipshits, all these clowns out there on social media saying I don't know anything about football. Listen, I've forgotten more about football than all of these morons know, okay? So, no, I have not changed my opinion one bit. I think we need to get rid of the two high safeties and two shell. I mean, I said it there. I laid it out perfectly, okay? The NFL is boring. Sure, numbers go like this, money's going like that. Listen, if you had to sit on your couch and watch Daniel Jones try to figure out a two high safety look all Sunday, goddamn guy can't complete a pass. All right, sick and tired of, swinging out the ball on the perimeter, on these little flat routes. I'm sick and tired of it, okay? I mentioned it there. We don't have guys like we used to, the Kenny Stablers, the Gus Ferrats, if you will. He was a little bit later, but he really, was very good at pushing the football down the football field. Obviously, a little bit later, 2000s, Tommy Gun Maddox. Guys like that. He wasn't dealing with the two high safety look. And what was he doing?
He was.
Well, to a certain degree, like I said there, I get mad and my Baltimore accent comes out a little bit. These guys are out there in outer space back there, okay? They're 20, 30, 40 yards off the football field, way back there. Quarterbacks can't even see them. So, no, everyone can say whatever
What's
they
his
want.
problem, Coach? Coach Pagano's here. I don't know if you know him, Mel. 36 years of football coaching on the defensive side of the ball and as head coach. Coach Pagano, how do you feel about everything that's being said about the Cover 2 defense?
Well, I used to have mad respect for Mel
Really?
until this damn take. So, Mel, we can't touch the receivers anymore. You can't get near a quarterback, all right, anymore. And now the only chance we get maybe take a down off in the back end and protect against these unbelievable wide receivers these days. Now you want to ban two high shell. We're not even playing that much Cover 2 out of that two high shell. There's quarters, there's quarter, half. There's strong will, weak will.
Do some research, Mel.
Hey, listen, Chuck, first and foremost, I'd like to say I used to have a lot of respect for you as well. Then I watched that defense you put on tape here last year in Chicago, and that went right out the window. All right? So 2 can play that game, pal.
This is a highly respected man.
Hey, listen, I used to respect
Did you look at those numbers and see what the final rankings were? Or are you just going to throw that?
Oh, damn.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I do my research, asshole, okay? There's a reason you're sitting up here with these clouds and you're not, on a sideline on a football field.
Well, what are you doing?
Okay?
What are you doing? Isn't that kind of your gig? It has been sitting with clowns?
Listen, well, yeah, but I grab the tape, okay? I watch more tape than anyone in the NFL community does. I stand by that. I understand that. You guys know that better than most, okay? That's one. This shit, okay? Yeah, I mean, the NFL, hey, listen, everyone always talks about, we're yodeling like that goddamn Price is Right game, but do we want to see a plateau? No, we don't. We want this thing to, like I said, go to outer space back there, 20, 40 yards. So, I mean, we need to get rid of the 2-eye shell as soon as we can. We need these shitty quarterbacks in the NFL, of which there are several. We need these guys to be able to throw for 300, 400 yards a game, okay?
Well, on that note, AP Tone, who is an AP voter, I'll have you know, Mad Mel, I don't know if you've known that a lot has happened since last time.
Am I? Hey, welcome to the big leagues, Tony.
Rich Manning has officially been named a starter this weekend for the University of Texas. I think this was expected. I believe this is not really that big of a surprise, but boy, you put it out there and say Sark confirms that Arch Manning is the starter this weekend against Louisiana Monroe. This is after a 5-touchdown debut for the Texas Longhorns. Obviously, preseason, spring game, Arch Manning's been lighting it up. He was redshirted last year, did not play that as expected, as expected, did not play. Unexpected that somebody of Arch Manning's caliber has chosen to be okay with sitting behind Quinn Ewers, who was the Heisman favorite, #1 overall pick, allegedly, in the NFL draft. Arch Manning's cool with sitting there. Now he's getting his opportunity. He's about to go berserk. I think that's what we all know. He's seemingly become remained a normal human, and he's the fastest Manning to ever touch a football field. Even faster than Archie, who was known for moving and grooving. College football world is going to be loud about this entire thing. It's back. The Arizona Cardinals are back, though. You guys are going to be good this year now.
We saw the game Sunday. My God, now that Marvin Harrison Jr. had his got over the hump, and that first quarter was. It was shocking. I remember I was sitting there watching the game Sunday and just thinking the other shoe's going to fall. That always happens with Arizona. They could be, 40 points ahead and, the shit hits the fan and something unheard of happens, and they just held it together the entire game. And, I've just had so many games where we've played the Rams and just terrible things happen. And I don't know. I'm just so excited. I thought we played the hell out of that the Buffalo game too. I thought we looked good there. I mean, weren't able to hang on there till the end, but I'll take it. Just to know that we have a chance, that it's worth canceling anything I got going on Sundays to watch the game. Now is it's going to be worth it.
Does Gwen watch? Is Gwen a Cards fan now?
She'll sit there while I'm watching, and I'll get up and scream about something, and she'll look up from her phone and what, and but not really, She wears. They send us gifts every now and then, and she'll wear their shit, She'll put the sock hat on or whatever, but she's not really a football fan at all,
Yeah. Hey, listen, look up from the phone. What happened? Catch up. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Let's move along. I think that's happening in a lot of houses. But young girls in the game now. Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Taylor Swift has brought them into football, brother. It is a beautiful time for both.
I don't think she misses a game. I don't think she's ever misses a game anymore. It's amazing.
Yeah, she's a football fan.
Yeah. Think they're going to get married? Let's talk about it. You think they're going to get married, Pat?
Since the beginning, Blake. Since the beginning. And you're in a high-profile celebrity relationship here now that I assume some people potentially said was pushed behind the scenes. Like, hey, good publicity here. You two kind of date each other. I assume there was some of that chatter. I'm not 100% sure. But anytime popular people date, there's always
of course. Because it makes...
Go ahead.
No, it's just because it makes perfect sense to marry somebody to try to promote your career.
But I'm saying that's
there was plenty of that. But go ahead though. What were you saying?
No, but that's the world you live in whenever you guys are superstars and you date or try to find a relationship with another superstar, especially with, Travis is like GOAT right now on greatest dynasty that could potentially be in the history of the NFL, and then Taylor Swift is global icon that she is. So I think a lot of people thought it was fake. I thought from the beginning, though, the personality traits seem to be a good match. Travis Kelce, tight end, not a quarterback. He's okay with being behind Patrick Mahomes whenever they're walking on a red carpet. So Taylor Swift, I assume she had to deal with a lot of dudes that weren't necessarily happy to be in the shadow of who Taylor Swift. Yeah. I think Travis Kelce's cool with that. Mm-hmm. I think he is very, very cool with that and in his own. And then for Taylor, she's been looking for seemingly a man.
And Travis too. I don't think Travis. I've been around him just once or twice. And he doesn't have. I don't think he really has it in him to just. He's a standout no matter where he is or what he's doing. He's just got this big personality. He's a funny guy. He walks into the room and he has a presence there. So there's never going to be that moment where he's in the shadows anyway, just because of his charisma and his personality anyway. He just kind of owns the moment, whatever that is, whether it's at that picture you just had up there at one of her shows. He's just willing to go there. I love his personality. He's a ton of fun. His brother too. I'm a fan of both of theirs.
Yeah, the Kelce brothers are awesome. Jason Kelce on TV every Monday, and then New Heights every single. I think new episode just dropped today. It's like, love that the Kelce brothers are showcasing football to a brand new people. They're the perfect people to be the football representative for this. You believe in them? You believe in them? You believe in Taylor and Travis?
I do, man. I think the fact that and the fact that they're both they're just kind of putting it out there in everybody's face, like. There's no sneaking around or trying to tamp things down or keep it on the down low. I think when you're willing to just come out and just kind of put it in everybody's face that you're together and you're owning it, that's something that that's what Gwen and I did. It's like, look, me. So, it's the fact that they're going there, it shows that they're probably super into each other and proud of each other and their accomplishments.
I agree. Hey, congrats to them, and congrats to you and Gwen.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Hey, love's not an easy thing, obviously. And whenever you find it in the midst of a lot of chaos, seemingly, and so many outside factors and opinions, it's a beautiful thing. Just like you and Gwen are a beautiful couple. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
Thank you, buddy.
It's a perfect match. Did you expect that? Bonnie, that's
yeah. No, I mean, if you would have told me 10 years ago, that, I'm going to marry Gwen Stefani, I would have laughed in your face just because I wouldn't have even thought I would have ever met Gwen Stefani, So, having a chance to meet her and then find out that, that we just have this chemistry together, it's just, it was meant to be, man. I really feel like that. And I tell you what else is a shame that your viewers don't know, and maybe all the folks there in the studio, that I had you lined up to go against Gwen Stefani on Barmageddon, man. It's like
I know.
But you had that whole family thing you had to handle.
Daughter,
with having a baby and stuff, But that would have been an epic matchup, though, man. She's ready. She was ready for you.
Well, she thought she was, certainly, and I know I understand. I understand all that, but beautiful baby girl Mackenzie came a couple weeks early. I wasn't able to attend, but I did appreciate the hell out of the invite. It's a great day to be alive. I know the sun's still shining when I close my eyes. Up down in the neighborhood, why everything feels good.
Hands up, AJ.
Hands up, AJ. Sing along, AJ.
That's a great song, Blake. I appreciate it.
You know it.